Welcome back to the channel. Veracity's 100x rally has officially started, and we also saw the market reversal exactly as we predicted yesterday. If you haven't yet watched that video, go back and watch it. I told you all that this was a bear trap. I told you price would reverse and close back within inside of this trend line, and that's exactly what we have seen. So I'm going to walk you through how I knew this would happen, where we go from here, and the timeline that I expect for our next price targets to be hit. Now, if you missed out on the video yesterday, which could have made you quite a lot of money, I mean, from that low alone, you would be up over 16%. Veracity is up over 11% so far for the day. Now, if you missed out on that update, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any more of these very important updates and more. Have you subscribed? Done? Perfect. Let's continue with the video. Now, how did I know that that would happen? Right? Why was I so confident we would see the reversal? Because it goes back to something that I've been telling a lot of you in the Veracity community so far. A lot of people don't like to hear it, but it's quite simple. The fundamentals are largely irrelevant right now. Of course, fundamentals are important for the long term of a project, right? How long people hold the project for, where the project eventually ends up, adoption and so much more. Of course, we cannot deny that. But for short-term price action, let's face it, there's just basic correlations. And one of them is Veracity's heavy correlation to Bitcoin, which is why when Bitcoin sold off, Veracity sold off. When Bitcoin started to make its way to the upside, now back above $66,000, Veracity is also moving back to the upside. And this is not unique to Veracity, as I explained before. If you look at the altcoin market, we're starting to see altcoins move back to the upside. But of course, for a project to move in alignment with Bitcoin, typically these projects have to be of some quality, as some projects, as you know, remain flat. So now that that test has been passed, and again, just to make that clear, I knew Veracity would move to the upside simply because I predicted that Bitcoin would break out. And to predict Bitcoin's upside move, I used two of my main indicators to predict this. Those of you in Crypto Crew Premium will know what indicators I use to predict the market bottom on Bitcoin. But again, join the free Telegram group below to get access to that kind of information. Now let's continue with the video. So the question is, now that we're correlating with Bitcoin, we've moved back to the upside, we're back above, well, we're up 11% so far for the day. Where do we go from here? Now, this is what I'm expecting for Veracity in the short term. And I'm going to tell you what I'm expecting, and I'm also going to tell you what realistically we need to see from Veracity in order for us to feel confident that this is going to be a real 100x play for this bull cycle. Now, number one, we need to get back above the area that we sold off at the start of April. That is a must, which would be about 60% from where we are now. That is an immediate thing that needs to occur. It's not good enough for us to range at this area. So I do think we are going to see a really big move on Veracity in the short term. That's about 60% move. This could take maybe 3 days to do, maybe even 2 days, who knows. It just depends on what happens when the altcoin market breaks out. And it's very important to understand that Veracity is still under $100 million market cap, is just above a $50 million market cap. So this is a project that could go up 100-200% in a day. And for those of you who are saying no way, I've already demonstrated and showed you this time and time again. So a 60% move, although it may seem like a lot, this is not a large move. And that would bring us to 0.008. We need to see that hopefully in the short term, right? Because let's face it, if it takes 2 weeks, 3 weeks for that to occur, that I would say is not a good sign, right? It's a terrible sign, because that means by the time the market starts to reverse again, by the time the market starts to pull back, guess where Veracity will end up, right? It means it will go to this area and then it will sell off again, which essentially leaves Veracity inside of this range. Yes, many of you watching this will be in profit, which is incredible, but it would have been not the project that we expected it to be, right? This project, I think, it could be a 100x play this bull cycle, but of course it needs to tick that box. Now, once that is done, we need to make our way beyond our yearly highs, right, which would be about a 200% move from where we currently are now. I think, again, should happen quite fast, but for now, we're going to, play things, step by step, and just say, once we get to the 60% mark, we'll take it from there. So this is the next major target I want everyone in this community to pay attention to. And of course, we want to see how long it takes to get there and more. So what I'm going to do is, once we hit this target, I am going to update how long I think it will take us to hit our next major target. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. But I have some epic updates for all of you, and you can just see how accurate the analysis is. I mean, we told you yesterday this is going up, and it did exactly that. So next target 0.008. We'll take it from there once this target is hit. How long will this take to happen? As I just said, I do think this could take place within, hopefully maybe before the end of this weekend. So let's see. I'll do an update for you guys on the Monday, and hopefully we're at this target by this point. But again, it all does depend on Bitcoin and the overall altcoin market. So stay tuned. Join our free Telegram group for further updates. I've got a video in there where I show you how to make $100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. And also, I call the market bottom on the day once again. So for those of you that want access to our next 100x meme coins, our next 100x projects and more, join the free Telegram group right now. Click the link below. And until the next update, seize the day.